Hello Internet! I had an unfortunate thing happen. One of my favorite light fixtures off of one of my tanks died. And instead of running out buying new LED hood for 60, 80, 100 bucks, I decided that I was going to resurrect it like I did one in the past. I just went out and I bought a 10-inch light fixture, ultra thin, 7/8 of an inch thick, 275 looms, and it's going to be a bit brighter than the light bulb that I took out of it. I just, real easy, I popped out the old fixture. It's got what do you call it, right there, little spring-loaded clips that hold it in. You just have to push those in on the side. If you can see how that just pivots in like that. Popped it out. There were a couple screws holding the ballast in place. Took those out. That's probably what died in this, but rather than try and fidget with that and get it to work again, possibly cause a fire hazard, I just said to heck with it, and I gutted it. I'm going to keep this white piece because it's part of diffusing the light throughout the aquarium. Any light that reflects back off of the surface of the water hits the white and is reflected back into the tank. Whereas if you tried to just put it into the black, it would mute it quite a bit. So one of the things I did is I took a drill bit and I drilled 4 holes strategically where this will fit right in the center, and I will secure it with a couple of zip ties. So zip ties away, I'm going to feed it through on both sides so that this union will be underneath and I won't be able to see it. And the only thing that will be over the top is a very, very minute, semi-clear piece of plastic. Now, I placed these holes so that they're below where, so that tension will hold this tight. There's no glue, no nothing. If I ever want to replace this, I can just pop it out and go. I just slide this in underneath the zip ties, and then I can just tighten up the zip ties. If you wanted to glue it in place, you could. There's nothing preventing that. And I'm going to slide this off the edge so it doesn't interfere with running into the hood in any way. And we'll take a look at it here in a moment and see how nicely it's held in place. Doesn't move around. Let's just take our pliers and nip off the tails so that they're not in our way. And then we'll just line up these holes where the original screws came out of. Oh, we can't do that yet. I need to feed this through one of these original holes that's already in the hood, and so I can wire things up. And I want to leave quite a bit of extra line so that, in case I mess something up, I can move things around and actually have room to do things for repairing it. That just slides right on through, just like that, and we'll strip this back a little bit with a pocket knife or a razor blade knife, whichever you feel. Now the original fixture had just little wire nuts holding it together. These are from the original fixture that was in there, and that's all I'm going to do is I'm going to attach it with the same wire nuts. Now I'm going to have an occlusive hood on here, which means it's going to cover everything. and this light will be shining through a piece of plastic, so I don't need to worry about moisture getting on these fittings. But if I was worried about moisture getting on these wires, then I would just use some liquid electrical tape on them and go from there. It's not that hard to put these together. As you can see, they are together. Now we have a plug here off of our original hood, and push a button, and there it goes. And I've got the original switch on the back of the hood. Still works fine. Everything works good. Now, like I so prematurely tried to do before, we can line all this up so that the wires are out of the way and won't interfere with our screw holes. Line up the screw holes and reinstall the screws that we took out before. And I'm lazy, I'm using an electric screwdriver here. Easy as pie. Now, everything is done here. It's ready to go back on my fish tank. And easy peasy. This fixture here cost me $10 or $11, but I like my hood that I already had. Are there fixtures out there that are cheaper? Probably. But if you want to keep the look of your old hood fixtures, that's just one way that you can do it and have a decent product that sheds an adequate amount of light for your aquarium. There are plant lights out there that you can get that are more expensive and everything else, but if all you want is just a general light for your aquarium and you don't have a lot of money, and $10 doesn't sound too, $10-12 doesn't sound too expensive, there you go. And that's it for now. We'll talk to you guys later, eh?